When I first fursuiting with my parents in Macau, my
Mhm.
mom felt so embarrassed to walking along with me, so she kept a long distance with me.
Mhm.
But then she found out, like, oh yeah, my daughter is getting so popular in the crowd, and
Wow.
she started to be my photographer and walk with me.
Mhm. You're tuning into the Fox and Burger podcast, where we bring you closer to the Asian side of the furry fandom, one episode at a time. I'm your host, Michael the Matcha Fox, and today we're heading back to Macau with Marcellus the Wolf. In this episode, we learned about MC's interest in drawing and how her battle with depression inspired her to pursue psychology. We also compared how her tomboyishness is perceived in both Taiwan and Macau, and how she found her true love at first sight at a holiday fur meet. We are really excited to return to Macau, so sit back, relax, have some bacalao, and enjoy the episode. Okay, MC, welcome to the podcast.
Hello, I'm Marcellus, and you can call me MC. I'm from Macau, Macanese, but also Canadian. And as you can see, my fursona is a fox and oh no, is a wolf and a demon.
Yeah, so I'm looking at your persona right now. So you say it's a wolf and a demon?
Yes.
Wow, I can kind of see. Well, I like the colors, the red, black, and white.
Actually, my eyeballs is red, so
Mm-hmm.
I might
Oh, no
might
wonder.
can see the demon background.
We jumped straight into the first question. Not even not even how's your day or anything. That's okay. We can keep going. So you're from Macau.
Yes, and also Canada.
So you lived like mainly in Macau and Canada, or like which place have you lived the longest?
Oh, I grew up in Macau,
Mm-hmm.
but the address shows a Canadian.
Oh, so you mean like you were born in Canada and you moved to Macau, or is it
No,
reversed?
actually, I born in Macau and I grew up in Macau.
And then you have a Canadian passport. I think you said before to
Yes.
me, is it through your mother or?
Yeah, from my mother.
Mhm. I'm not really sure, but is that something that she has to like apply for, or do you automatically get the Canadian passport?
It's automatically.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay.
if your parents are Canadian and you get the passport, even though you're not born in Canada.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. Yeah, I think for the US, I know there's like a word for it, but I think for American citizens, you do need to be born in the US,
Oh, really?
or you're born in a military base. Those are like the two, I guess, like conditions. I'm not actually sure if like just because your dad is American, let's just say you're born in Germany, like if your dad is American, your mom is German, I'm not sure if that makes you an American citizen. Your dad might have to apply for it, but I know every country is a little bit different with this law. Yeah.
Yes. Some are depends on where you're born, or some is depends on your parents.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about your fursona, like going back to your fursona though. So you said you're a wolf demon. So can you tell me like what was the reason for that? That's actually the first time I'm hearing this.
Actually, it's kind of embarrassed to say it.
Oh.
At first, yeah. At first, I'm suffering depression, like the furry fandom,
Hmm.
very normal sickness. And I think nobody will help me. So I'm
Hmm.
like I thought I was a orphan in a wolf pack. So you can even see the scratches on my persona's arm. But
Mm.
yeah, so my persona actually is because the human being of me dead and transport into the furry world and turn into a wolf and a demon.
So you say like you feel like you are like an orphaned wolf, is that what you said?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So why do you feel that way? Or probably is that a if that's a sensitive question, you don't have to answer that.
I think because of my depression, because when I'm a furry in Macau,
Hmm.
and I didn't know many furries as now. I only know about 3 to 4 Macau Furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suffering bullying in the school, so yeah, at that time I think nobody can help me. So I can say it's loneliness. So that's why I created Fursona as a orphan. But now I feel so grateful for meeting my friends and my lover in Taiwan.
Yeah, Bai Ling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can flash a picture. Maybe Burger can put a picture of Bai Ling and you together.
He asked for it. He asked
really?
for it. He said,
wow.
please put my picture on it.
Yeah. Oh, you mean Bai Ling, right?
Yeah, but he said, I need to tell the whole world that you're mine.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, I even saw your picture on Twitter just now, like when I was just looking through your Twitter. Hey, this fox is mine. Touch him and you die.
Oh my god, it's awkward.
Yeah. Just to let the audience know, Bai Ling is a Taiwanese fur. I think he went to an international school, so he speaks English very well. And then I have met Bai Ling a few times already. I think it's been more than a few times. Yeah, I met him like maybe a year or two ago. But cool guy. I think he plays Apex, right? Or did I get that wrong?
Yes, Apex and Destiny 2.
Yeah. Well, he's
That's
a pro.
the 2 games.
I can't play Apex anymore, man. I'm too old.
Yeah, I think Apex can play for all the ages.
Wow.
I don't know.
I play with the. I think I would play with the low level players. I think my aiming and my speed is. Reaction time has gotten slower.
I'm bad at shooting games.
Yeah, I used to be good. Going back to your persona, what about the scar? Can you tell me, like, what is there any like significance with the scar on your persona? I think it's on your right eye.
Yeah, right eye. Because I have a scar on the left hand, and I think when I'm creating the fursona, and I think something is missing about the right side because I have the scar on the left side, so the right side should have anything that can make me look handsome. So I think then I see the anime characters and I was like, oh my god, the scars are handsome. I decided to put the scars on my right eye.
I love the scar. Actually, I'm actually really into scars. If I ever create a second character, I would give him a scar. I love it too. It really looks handsome.
I know, right?
It's a little bit of a cliche, but I'm into scars and I'm into eye patches. I don't know. It makes your character look really tough.
Thank you. I was like, oh my god, my character looks so friendly or nice something. But when I put a scar on it, oh my god, it doesn't get any friendly anymore.
I looked through your website, the one I don't even know what host you use, but Fearless Alpaca. I looked at your website. Oh, this is Strikingly. Sorry. Yeah, I looked at your Strikingly, and then I noticed that I believe in your bio you said you joined the fandom in 2022. Is that correct?
Or 2020? I think it's 2020.
Yeah, in 2020. So can you tell us how you joined the furry fandom?
Yeah. At that time, I was searching about the resources to draw. Then I started to find out, oh my god, I love the werewolves that are so handsome or strong or wild. And yeah, that's here I am as a furry.
So you saw like werewolves like online or like in TV shows?
Anime?
Or like movies? Anime. Oh yeah. So you saw like werewolves in anime. And that made you, like, I guess, want to become a wolf and join the fandom?
Yeah, so I started to find the resources of werewolves, and I found the word furry, and I was like, oh my god, what is it? Is it a adjective or something? And then started to find more about the furry fandom.
Yeah.
So I start to get to know what furry really is, and yeah, I'm joined the furry.
So that was back in 2020, though, right? So, like, actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but you joined the fandom during the pandemic. Is that right?
I guess so.
I'm kind of surprised because like a lot of the people I met so far, like they joined the fandom pre-pandemic. But then again, like I'm older than you, so I probably met more like furries before.
Lots of the furry I know, they are joining the furry because the game, I don't know what it's called in English, 家有大猫, just the
Neko Jishi.
yeah, 那个机器.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when they played it and they joined the furry.
Yeah, I know that's a pretty big name in the, well, at least in the Asian fandom, but I also know like it's big in the West, I think.
Oh, really?
I haven't played much of it. I played it just a little bit, but not too much. Okay, so you've actually been in the fandom for a little bit over 2 years, so you're pretty new, I guess.
I guess so, because I
Mm-hmm.
didn't communicate the furry like 1 or 2 years, and I started to be active like the past year, like
Yeah.
2022. So I'm kind of new in furry for being a furry.
What I find interesting though is that like even though you joined in 2020, you actually already have like a fursuit. I joined the fandom in 2017, and I don't even have a fursuit yet. Can I ask more about your fursuit though? Like, when did you receive your fursuit, and who was the maker?
Yeah, of course. My first one was made in China, and
Mm-hmm.
do you know the style of the fursuit? Kemono or tuni or realistic?
I feel like it looks kemono.
Yeah, actually, I'm a mix of Kemono and Tuni.
Mm.
And when I joined the furry, I didn't decide to become a fursuiter. So when I'm searching the furry about anything about furry, and I saw, oh my god, the suit looks cute inside,
Mm-hmm.
or when they talk or acting in the, I think the furry con, and it looks like they are so cute and charming or something. And I was like, oh my god, I should have a fursuit for my own.
Yeah.
And I started saving my money, and I bought it in China, like the
Mm-hmm.
app 闲鱼.
咸鱼.
Yeah,
Like fish 的鱼吗?
yeah, like the
Oh, okay.
fish. I think translated into English is boring fish.
Oh, foreign
I'm not
fish.
sure. Yeah, and it's like a market
Yeah.
for people who can create their stuff and sell it
Mm-hmm.
without a shop. It's like an online shopping app.
I think it's kind of like Etsy, maybe. Like can is it possible for like independent vendors to use it? Like if I want to, is it only big companies, or can like independent, sellers and makers use the app to sell?
I think you can sell it by your own. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have to be a company, just like
Yeah.
eBay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah, that would be
that's a good
clear to
yeah, like
understand
eBay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first is bought in China, and
Mm-hmm.
the style of my first is like the mixed with tuni and kemono. But I'm not sure about my maker's name.
Oh, so you don't know who the maker's name is?
Yes. She changed her name. Yeah, she
Oh,
changed
change
her
the
name
name.
like the past few months, so I cannot find it right now.
Oh, okay. Do you know like what the previous name is so that we can
Oh
at
yeah,
least know what to say?
Yaoji.
Yaoji.
Yeah, like one chicken.
Yao, like 一的 Yao,
对
and then
yes
鸡肉的鸡.
yes.
Oh, okay. I will have to look that up later. Yao,
It's
so the
like
E.
it's like one
Oh,
two
okay.
three in China. Some of their places accent.
Mm-hmm. So Yao Ji is well, I mean, I guess like the former name of your make, because you said that they changed their name recently, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How long did it take you to save up to get that suit? Because like I know you're young, and I know like you're still in schooling. So like, did it take you like a whole year or?
I think it took about only half year, not that long.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually my mom, she gives my allowance like pretty much in Taiwan or Macau. It didn't take me long enough for
Yeah.
like a year.
That's really nice of your mom. That's
Yes.
very, very nice. Yeah, thank you, Mom. Happy Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
thank you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day and
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Hey, it was my mom's birthday like last week, May the 4th.
Oh, my mom
Yeah.
is May 14th.
Happy
I
birthday, Mom.
forgot it. Oh my god.
And now you need to buy your mom a fursuit.
She think I'm a doll for
A doll. Oh, you mean
yeah,
like
a doll.
Wawa?
对对 yes. Or like a Mickey Mouse. It thinks I'm a synonym of the company or something that I create. Like
you mean
my
a mascot or
Yeah, mascot.
yeah.
My arts or a company something. She
Wow.
always asks me when do I start to get money by fursuiting. I said no.
Wow.
I'm never gonna get money from that. I just spend all my money into that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still impressed because, like, like I said, like you're a student and you've been in the fandom less than me, but you actually have a fursuit before me. Like I said, I've been in the fandom since 2017, so I've been in the fandom for like a little bit over 5 years, I think, and I still don't have a fursuit, but that's something I plan for later. Yeah.
Oh, I see. But that's not necessary, in my opinion.
Yeah, you are right. I do
Oh,
agree with that.
actually, I have good news about my fursuit. I'm going
Oh
to
yeah.
get a full suit in maybe October this year.
Oh right, because you usually wear it as you have a partial right now, just like
Yes.
what was it, Bai Ling? Bai Ling is also a partial, right?
Yes. But I'm going
Yeah.
to get a full suit of toonie style.
Mm-hmm. Same maker.
Oh no. It's also from China, but not the same maker.
So it's a completely new fursuit.
Yes.
Oh okay, I see. Wow, can't wait to see it.
Hope I can get it on October.
Wow. So this year, wow. Okay, I guess it's like an early Christmas gift.
I I hope I can get it before Infinity. And
Oh right, yeah, because October. Yeah, makes sense. So we'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, please expect my first.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, because like I don't think I've taken pictures of your suit yet. I think I saw you in suit, but I haven't taken pictures yet. But I would love to take pictures with you later.
Look forward to finding me.
Yeah, for sure. I was curious. So, did you get your fursuit while you're in Taiwan or Macau?
Oh, I get it before I come in Taiwan. So yeah,
Wow.
in Macau.
So it shipped from China to Macau, and then you've had your fursuit over there for like how long? Like a year before coming to Taiwan?
Half year I guess, because my first is like 1 year old. Because if you get shipping by China to Macau, you don't have to pay lots of that. But if you get shipping from by China to Taiwan, you will get a higher price.
You mean for shipping or for the fursuit or for both?
Oh, for shipping.
Yeah, the shipping cost. So then I guess like the question I was going to ask then is, have you ever fursuited in Macau, and could you tell us about any experiences you've had with fursuiting in Macau?
Yeah, of course. When I first sitting with my parents in Macau, my mom felt so embarrassed to walking along with me, so she kept a long distance with me. But then she found out, like, oh yeah, my daughter is getting so popular in the crowd, and
Wow.
she started to be my photographer and walk with me.
So at first she was embarrassed, but later she realized, oh wow, there's a lot of people who want to take pictures with you, I guess.
Yes, and she actually enjoyed it.
Like you mentioned your parents, like what about your dad? Like was he also there with you with the fursuiting?
Oh yeah, that time he was with me, but he didn't get embarrassed at all.
But how does he? Well, so for him, was he more like accepting of furry, or was he like more like neutral?
I would prefer as neutral.
Sure. I was gonna ask, like, for your mom though. Your mom was like embarrassed at first, but like now is she like more like positive towards furries?
She was just embarrassed during I'm fursuiting, but if I fursuiting in my home, she was like, "Oh, you're finally acting like a girl." Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah, she thinks like, "Oh, you're finally acting like a girl. You like dolls or something that is cute."
Yeah. Because you come off more as like a tomboy, I guess.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love boxing, T-Rex, dinosaurs, or something that in the stereotype that boys would like to play or love it.
Right. Does your mom still feel embarrassed, or I guess like right now she's like more usoe, like she doesn't really care?
I think she doesn't really care much. Like she getting used to it actually.
Yeah. It sounds like your parents, like, at least from my understanding, it seems like your parents weren't too concerned about you being a furry, or they didn't think it was too weird, I guess.
Oh, I mean the
Well, for maybe for your mom.
supporter of it's okay. I think she was kind of supporter for me being a furry,
Yeah.
and she thinks I'm a mascot or.
Yeah.
Do you know Jollibee?
Yeah, Jollibee, the Filipino fast food chain.
Yes, she thinks I'm same as that bee.
Jollibee. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she's
funny.
a homophobic, but not for furry.
Oh, okay. So, but do you think like your parents are more conservative, or do you think they're more like, like open, like haifang?
It depends. For like the sexuality, she's like not that open. But for some of the topics, she's like, oh yeah, fine, it's fine.
Yeah. So that was like, we were talking about your experiences fursuiting in Macau. That was one experience that you had. I guess, like, were you fursuiting in like an indoor place or an outdoor place, or like what kind of place were you fursuiting at? Like a mall?
It's like
or like a park?
Actually, is in the first time that I'm fursuiting in Macau, it's like a parade of Chinese New Year.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's actually not too bad. So that means there's like a lot of people out, like maybe on the streets and watching the parade and stuff.
Yeah, it's on the streets and the road. They block a road that doesn't allow any cars inside that road, but people can walk on the road.
Wow. So that's on Lunar New Year, the parade.
Yeah. It's in this year, 2023, January or.
Oh, so you went back to Macau this year? Like you mean for Lunar New Year, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense. It's not too far from Taiwan. It's like 1 hour flight. Is that right?
2 hours, within 2 hours, but more than 1 hour.
Yeah. I haven't been to Macau. That's why. So like I'm still really fascinated. I guess you could say, still really interested in going.
Similar to Hong Kong, just a lot smaller.
Yeah, like I looked at Google Maps like the other day about Macau. Like I was looking at Macau and I compared to Hong Kong. It does seem like it's a lot smaller. Yeah.
But however, people are richer.
Oh really? Oh wow. Yeah. Wow.
I didn't get anyone that scroll
I think you're
me.
Fine.
I hope so.
I just wanted to finish up this section by asking about your fursuiting experiences in Taiwan, actually. So I think I saw you post some pictures about, where was this? I think it was like you, Bai Ling, and then is this in Taipei? I'll show you on.
I see. Is it the new Taipei Christmas land?
It's the one with you, Bai Ling, and then the white and purple dragon. Oh, this must be. I think this is Chahui, right? This is tea party.
Yes. The tea party.
Okay. Is that the first time you fursuited in Taiwan, or did you fursuit even before that?
I have fursuited in Infinity 2022 for the
No
first time.
way. I don't think I saw you. Really. Wow.
Oh, maybe
Last
it's
year.
because like I only went to the Infinity like the second day.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't met Fighting also.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I have a pretty interesting experience of fursuiting in New Taipei Christmas Land.
Okay. Tell us more about that.
I think I was invited by Guangteng, like
Guangdong.
Taipei Furry. That's how I met Fighting for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he saw me at once and fell in love with me. So at that day, he was like starting to hugging me and say, "Oh my God, you're so cute and you're beautiful." Blah blah blah. So I can say I found my true love by fursuiting.
Wow. That is a great story. So you said that was the Christmas event?
Yeah, in New Taipei, the Christmas land or the Christmas city.
Oh my god. Wait, is that the one in Banqiao?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, the one where everyone goes there and there's like, well, how do you say again? Like Renhai Renshan or something like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I don't think I knew some people who went. We might be talking about like different years. I think I saw some people go, but yeah, I'm too scared of the crowds, that's why.
It gets so many people.
But I think that's a really, really cool story though. That's a really sweet story that you shared. You met your love through fursuiting.
Do you know what do we call New Taipei Christmas Land?
Well, what do you call it?
We call it as a heterosexuality parade.
Oh, what you said? Literal sexuality parade?
Yeah.
Why
Because
is that?
we'll have the gay parade like in the October, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But like the gay or lesbian couples will go to the gay parade like October. So for December it's like 异性恋.
Oh, the heterosexual.
Yeah,
the straight.
heterosexual.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I get you. I get what you mean. I get
parade.
you. Yeah, because the gay parade is in October. Right.
Yes. So
Yeah.
the straight parade is in December. That New Taipei Christmas
I
land.
get it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because like for people who don't know, like in Taiwan, I'm not sure if it's in other countries. Like I don't know the dates for other countries, but in Taiwan, the Pride Parade, they call it the Pride Parade. I think it's in October. I think usually it's the week of Infinity. Actually, the weekend of Infinity, the Pride Parade is held in I think Taipei City. And then what we're talking about now is the Christmas like gathering, I guess. Is there really a parade for the Banqiao one? Or is it just like a gathering?
It's just like a event, but the crowd makes it look like a parade.
Yeah. So like this Christmas event is the one we're talking about is in December, where it's like there's like a lot of people gather around. It's like there's like a lot of lights and people take pictures and that kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe if you have some pictures, we can share it and we can show it on the screen.
I think it have many decorations about Christmas there.
Yeah. I think I went one time only. Like I'm too scared of the crowds.
If you're not fursuiting, I think as a human being, it get hard to walking by the crowd.
Yeah.
And photographing.
So we've been talking a lot about fursuits and how you got into the fandom. I wanted to shift the topic and talk more about your art. I didn't know you were an artist, actually. I think when I first met you, I just knew that you were a fursuiter. Actually, I think we first met, like come to think of it, I think we first met at, what was it? Tea Party. I think that was the first time. Yeah, I thought you were Taiwanese.
Oh my god. As my accent looks like I'm a Taiwanese.
And then I remember on Facebook you said something like you often are asked like 你是外国人吗?
Yeah.
And it's like 你会中文吗? I was like
yes. For the first 5 minutes I was like talking in Mandarin, like ordering stuffs in McDonald's or other restaurants, and the waitress started to ask me, "Oh wait, are you a foreigner?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a Canadian." Because if I say Macanese, they were like, "Oh, does it mean you're a Chinese or something?" So it's
Oh, okay.
kind of awkward, or I don't know how to respond that. So
Mhm.
usually I would say I'm a Canadian, and the waitress will like, "Oh, really? So can you speak Mandarin?" And I was like, "So what was the uh last 5 minutes about?"
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, weren't we just speaking Chinese for 5 minutes just
Yeah.
now?
Am I
I
talking
saw that.
English or
That's funny.
or
That's so
what?
funny. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were talking about art. Yeah, like I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked. Like, I was just gonna say, like, I've only known you for, I guess you could say, like a few months, and then I stumbled upon your art. Can you tell us like how you became an artist? I had no idea you were also an artist.
Oh, I always want to be an artist, even though I'm learning psychology in college right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think I get into drawing is because I was boring in class. So when I
Yeah. Yeah.
get bored, I will start drawing.
Yeah.
Then I think in the summer holiday, I was like, oh, I cannot be that bad at drawing because I have the hobby or the passion for drawing, and I want to improve my skill. So I search resources, and I think it brings me into drawing furries.
When did you start drawing though? Like, was that in 2020 or 2021?
I think even
Even earlier.
far, yeah, earlier, like
So like middle school or like elementary school?
primary school, I think.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And
Wow, very early.
yeah, at
But
first I was like,
when did you start drawing furries though?
yeah, at first I was like, drawing anime characters, and
Yeah.
in the middle school, I think the third year of the middle school, and I started to find something about furries, and uh,
Hmm.
I like the wolf furries so much, like
Yeah. Yeah.
the dogs or the wolves or hyena, whatever. So I'm starting to practicing about drawing furries. So I think it's like the third year of middle school that get
Hmm.
me into furry. Get me into drawing furries.
Have you seen like like Beastars and like BNA?
Oh yeah, I love that. I love
I love the
Beastars.
I love Beastars. Yeah, like I'm caught up. I think they're still working on season 3, right?
Yes,
I've only yeah, like I think there's only seasons
2024
1 and 2
maybe.
right now.
Yes, I haven't read the manga,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. And
but
then
yeah,
you said you also watched BNA.
yes.
Yeah,
The
I love that. I love Shiro. He looks like my fursona, like the color. Not really. Like I'll show you a picture in a moment. Like there's a funny picture about that, but yeah.
sure. The
Yeah.
songs of both anime is great.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack. Amazing
It's
soundtrack.
fascinating.
I didn't think I would like it, but I like the animation style Beastars. At first, it took me some time because I think it's a CGI, and then
I
like
know.
it's not like what's a traditional animation. But I still liked it. It took me a little bit of time to get used to it, but overall, like over time, I started to like it. And then BNA is also interesting because like it has its own unique like I guess you call it like simplified style.
Mm,
It's called Studio Trigger, right? Studio Trigger did BNA. Didn't they also do Promare? Yeah, they did Promare. I haven't seen that yet, but they did Promare, and then they did Cyberpunk Edge Runners,
yeah, I know.
which I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I
Mhm.
know they did those. Yeah.
I thought I would be a hater of Beastar at first, but
Hmm.
now I think I'm a fandom of Beastar.
Hater of Beastars.
Yes,
Yeah,
because the
I
CGI.
like Legosi when he looked like the fox. I mean, because I'm a
Yeah,
fox, like you know what I mean. Remember the part where he shaved? I
yeah.
think he shaved. Yeah.
Or shaking his tails or the paws, whatever.
Yeah. I like the part. This is a little bit of a spoiler, so sorry, guys. I like the part where like they're in the library. I think it's season 2, and then
Yes.
Legosi is talking to Haru, and then he's like, "Haru, will you marry me?" And then she's like so surprised, and then like the guy in the background just like falls down. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I know.
Yeah,
I think it's fine to be spoiled since the anime was released for about 1 years
3 years.
or
Yeah,
a few months.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I actually want to watch it in the English dub later because there's two really big voice actors that I guess you could say like I'm big fans of. One of them is obviously Jonah Scott. Jonah Scott voices Legoshi in English. I've seen it in Japanese, that's why I've watched it in Japanese. But as a voice actor myself, I like to listen to how other voice actors work. Like I want to listen to the voices, I want to learn from them. So Jonah Scott is one of those voice actors that I like to listen to. Like I want to see, I want to hear his techniques. And then the other guy, the other voice actor is Ben Diskin. He did the English version of Haida, and then he did Jack from Beastars. He's also Ben Diskin, which it's very, very obvious. Like if you listen to their voices, like the voice of Haida and the voice of Jack in English is Ben Diskin.
It gets a big differences by different language.
Yeah. So those are like two big voices that I don't think I have the time to watch Beastars nowadays. Like I think I'm doing other stuff. I'm just a little bit busy right now. But like, yeah, for sure. I do like watching and like comparing the different voice actors and different voices and stuff.
I would prefer by Japanese, but after watching Japanese, I would like to listen more about different languages for how it acts or how they express their emotions, something like that.
Yeah, I like doing that. I usually don't have the time for it like nowadays, like I just said, but overall, like I like comparing things. I like seeing similarities and differences.
So am I.
I wanted to go back to your art and talk about the art style because I feel like your art style to me kind of looks Kemono, but I think it has like a little bit of cartoony, but I don't know. How would you describe your art style?
My art style is kind of special for it's an obvious style by seeing the nose of my artwork. I don't know, but my friend said if they see my artwork about my nose, then they were like, "Oh, that must be MC's artwork." But I don't think so. But many people told me about that, so I believe I have obvious symptoms about my nose.
Oh, your nose?
Yeah, and I would say that my artwork is more like a mixing of anime and realistic. I don't know.
I can kind of see that. I like I think your eyes and then like maybe the smiles kind of remind me of a little bit of anime.
Thank you.
And then I like your expressions, and I'm actually still. I mean, like I like I saw the one with you and Bai Ling, and then like he's like touching your chin, and then you're blushing. I think that's really cute. Qingyuan, Valentine's Day. That one was from Valentine's Day.
Thank you. And I still got a lot of spaces to improve my artwork though.
Are you currently taking commissions, or what's your status on commissions?
Oh yeah, I'm taking commissions, and
awesome.
It's kind of cheap, I think. At least in my opinion, they're kind of cheap. So you can commission me by contact me on the Facebook or Instagram. Matcha Fox will put it on the description. Down below.
Will do. Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, man, I almost feel like commissioning you now. I need to think about it, like think about what I want to commission. But I think yeah, like I like your art style, so I would say you might get a commission from me.
Thank you.
Who knows?
But I think if you don't know what to commission, YSH would be a great choice.
Yeah. So we talked already about like your art. I wanted to talk about the places that you lived before and the place you live now, which is Taiwan. So the place that you lived before, Macau, you said you were born and raised there, right?
Yes.
How would you like describe it? You know, like what do you think Macau is like? You know, is it like a nice place to live? You know, like that kind of stuff.
Oh. If I have to describe about Macau, I must say it's a mini version of Las Vegas.
Right, because like you're talking about like the casinos and like the gambling.
Yes, the stereotype of Macau, like the online casinos by watching not the official movie online, and you'll see the advertising about Macau.
Oh wow.
But I'm not sure about English subtitles, but
Hmm.
in Mandarin subtitles or videos, you must have seen the advertising about Macau.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah,
In Taiwan, I haven't seen too many advertisements.
but if you see it online, like the China website, you see
Oh
the
really?
online casino about Macau.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
So
like the locals, like do they actually gamble, or is that more like for the foreign tourists?
it's more like the foreigners.
Yeah.
Because most of the income about Macau is from the gambling by
Mhm.
tourists. But the locals, I don't think they will go to gambling.
Yeah.
Or, some of the jobs about government, they won't
Hmm.
allow their staff to gambling.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if they found out you have gambling or the hobby about gamble, I think they will get fired.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think also, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think Macau compared to Hong Kong and China, like I think it's the only place that you can gamble, right? Like I don't think you're allowed to gamble in China. I think it's not legal.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
so.
So it probably like I guess it's like people from different places go to Macau, because I don't think gambling is legal in Taiwan. There's no casinos, so it's like in this region, this part of Asia, I feel like Macau is like the Las Vegas of Asia, I guess.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
like a mini version of Las Vegas.
I think this is like maybe a little bit a long time ago, but I remember seeing. I think it was Psy. It was Psy's the was it
Oh,
the South Korean singer?
mm-hmm.
Remember New Face? I think he went to
Mm-hmm.
Macau to film his music video, and yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely looks like a nice place. Well, I mean, he did film in like the casinos and hotels and stuff.
yes. I remember the MV. He is filming Phoenician in Macau.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Were you like in Macau when he was filming? Is it-
I was in Macau, but I don't know he will be filming in Macau. So
yeah.
after he releasing the song or the
Hmm.
MV, and I was like, oh my god, that's the place where I grow up.
Yeah, yeah. I think he made it more famous.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
yeah, that's nice. That will be more income from Macau, and the government
Yeah.
will give us free money.
Oh, really? Oh, that's how it works. Like if there's like a surplus, the government just gives you like a subsidy, I guess.
Mechanics get about 40,000 Taiwan dollars every
Okay,
year.
4万,
And
right?
yeah, 4万
Okay, 40,000.
every year
Oh,
in Macau.
I
But
think that's good.
it depends if like during COVID-19, they will give us more money.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what if
Mhm.
someone who hasn't visited Macau before, like what are at least like a couple of places that you would recommend that they would go to?
I would recommend going to Venetian or some famous monuments to
Mm-hmm.
shopping or photography. And I must say that you only need 1 day to visit Macau
Oh,
because it's
really?
too small. Yeah,
It's very small. Yeah, yeah,
if it hasn't have any traffic jam, and I think
mm-hmm.
it takes about 1 day, and yeah, you can finish
Yeah.
visiting Macau.
That is very small. Yeah. Like the airport is actually off the coast, right? The airport is actually like, isn't it like its own island?
Not really. I think it's connected in with Danzai, Taipa, or Kolowan. I don't. I forgot the. Oh my god! I forgot my geography. My geography is so bad about Macau.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Google Maps right now, and like I see the airport. It looks like it's separated from the main part of Macau, and it's connected by
Oh,
like a
that
bridge.
no. That is the place for the airplane to fly, not the airport. The whole airport. It's just a flying road or railway or something.
Okay, okay, interesting. All right, all right. Wow.
The food in Macau is pretty special too.
Yeah. We can talk about the food. So what do you recommend?
We do have some special meal that you can't eat in any other country.
Mm-hmm.
So based on the Macau history, Macau was a territory of Portuguese, and the food in Macau mainly based on both Cantonese and Portuguese cuisine.
Yeah.
And so the taste is like a mixing of Cantonese and Portuguese. For example, our egg tarts are different with the traditional Portuguese ones. Macau flavor is more like it is less sweet and is without cinnamon. So the Portuguese one is with a lot of cinnamon on it, and it's way more sweet in my
Yeah.
memory. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you come to Macau, uh, you can try our Portuguese dishes such as bacalhau ball. Yeah, bacalhau ball. Yeah, I remember that. And egg tart.
Yeah.
That one you cannot try in Portuguese or the Europe country.
Mm-hmm.
It's like only in Macau you can try it.
What about minchi? Would you recommend that?
名气
名记.
Oh, 我知道的. I know that. It's like the pork, is it?
Yeah,
Right?
pork with rice, I think.
I don't think that one have in Portuguese, but Macau is very usually to see it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. It's with the rice and fried egg.
Yeah. That's very classic. I mean, I saw. Oh my gosh, I think it was a recent video by Golden Thread. I think it was Golden Thread where it's like they were talking about like the Macanese, like the people of Chinese and Portuguese heritage. And I think that's one of the dishes that they recommend. Like if you come to Macau, try michi. I think it's like minced pork, like ground pork with rice and then a fried egg. Yeah. It looks great. It looks great.
That one, it tastes delicious,
Yeah.
and I think it has a special taste about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't tasted any similar taste in any other dishes.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, one surprising dishes about Macau is the long beard candy.
Yeah. Long beard candy.
Yeah, like the dragon beard.
Mm-hmm.
It translates to Chinese like the dragon beard candy.
Yeah. So you're saying that it's special in Macau?
Not special, but I haven't tasted any other long beard candy in other country that is better than Macau. So I would like to see.
Even so, Taiwan it doesn't taste as good.
Yes, it's so hard and it smells so bad.
Oh wow!
So
Wow.
I would like to say it's the best it's the best tasting in Macau about long beard candy.
Mm-hmm. I made that before. Like I think I'll have to dig it up from my Google Photos. But I made dragon's beard candy before at school actually. Here in Taiwan at my university.
Oh.
It was an event for foreigners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember eating it in America. It's a little bit hard to get in America because unless you live like in a Chinese speaking community.
Or maybe Chinatown?
It might, yeah. I think they would have it in Chinatown, yeah. Maybe during festivals. What was it like growing up in Macau, though? Like, I mean, Macau, we were talking about Macau being like a small place. So did you get used to like everything being smaller, or like I don't know? Like I'm just really curious about that. I've never lived like in a really like small place before.
Mm-hmm. I would say Macau is similar as Taiwan, but the traffic about Macau is slower than Taiwan. Like you can see someone driving motorcycle in Taiwan is very fast, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you might see the accidents about motorcycle hitting people in last few weeks. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But Macau would be slower or safer. And yeah, the food in Macau is more traditional or it's more international.
Yeah.
You can find the Indian or Mexican or any other
Yeah.
food in Macau.
Compared to Taiwan, right?
Yeah, but Taiwan is more international friendly, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like Macanese would be for them, like seeing foreigners will be like a little bit surprised, or they don't know how to speak with foreigners, but they will try the best. So Macanese are friendly, but if you have any best friend that is Macanese or Hong Konger, they will be like, if you fell on the floor, they will first laugh at you, and then they will like, oh, let me help you and help you out. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but they are nice.
Yeah. So do you feel like, I mean, because right now you live in Taipei, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that like the pace of life, you know what I mean, like the speed, like the pace of life, do you feel like it's like faster or slower in Macau compared to Taipei?
Macau would be a little bit faster.
Oh wow,
but,
really?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
But slower than Hong Kong, I think.
So you've been to Hong Kong before?
How should I say that? I have the ID about Macau and Hong Kong, but also the passport for being Canadian.
Interesting.
So I'm also a Hong Konger. Can I say that?
I guess, yeah.
Because I lived in Hong Kong about like few years.
Oh, okay.
I think the pressure about studying in Macau is less than Hong Kong and Taiwan. But the price about Macau is higher, a lot higher.
Like Shanghai, right?
Yeah, it's like triple, I guess, in Macau. So people in Taiwanese, as Taiwanese to seeing mechanics, they would think Macau people are freaking rich, or they are, they don't know how to save money. Because when we arrived Taipei and we're like, oh my god, the food or anything that in Taipei is so cheap, and we'll spend a lot of money on that. Yeah, like eating about expensive food like sashimi or truffle steak, something else. And we'll think, oh my god, it's so cheap, and I must eat more expensive food in Taiwan. But in Taiwanese, they were like, oh my god, they don't know how to save their money. They're easy to spend money, or or they think we're more easy to lie. Like
lie.
Like mechanics or Hong Konger.
But overall, though, well, actually, let me first ask this before I even ask that question. You lived in Taiwan for how long? Is it like 2 years by now or 1 year?
Oh, I'm only not even 1 year. Like, I arrived Taiwan in September. Yeah, I arrived in Taipei in September.
Last year, right?
Yeah, last year September.
Oh wow. Wait, is this your first time in Taiwan?
No, it's about my first time. Yeah, first time.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, oh yeah, that makes sense according to what you said. I was just gonna ask though, like, even though you lived in Taiwan for, not even a year, do you still prefer to live in Taiwan, like compared to Macau, or
Yeah, I would prefer living in Taiwan because
what's the reason?
As I said just now, Taiwan is more slower about the lifestyle. I think Taiwanese are nicer. They're always like saying people are cute or you're charming or beautiful, but Macanese are less to say that. They're like, oh my god, why are you so stupid? You're a failure or something.
Yeah.
So I get more confidence about who I am in Taiwan, like being a tomboy. Because when I being a tomboy in Macau, when I go into the toilet for being tomboy in Macau. People were like, "Oh my god, there's a boy that go into the girls' toilet."
Yeah.
But in Taiwan, they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's normal and
Yeah.
it's fine for going to the toilet." So people were not looking at me like being awkward or something.
So
That
like you feel more
made me-
like 自在, like you can be yourself.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable.
Like do you feel that like overall Taiwan is more like we kind of talked about this a little bit already, but like do you feel that Taiwan is like more open, I guess, compared to Macau?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. You can see during the Pride Parade or there are law about gay or lesbian couple that get marriage, I think. And but I'm not sure if this only in Taipei or in the south of the Taiwan is also that open. But in my experience, I think Taiwan is more open compared to Macau.
Yeah, Taiwan seems to be pretty open. Well, again, I haven't been to Macau, but I do get the feeling that Taiwan is quite open overall. I mean, obviously, you know, the gay marriage is legal in Taiwan, but I feel like if you're like an otaku and you mentioned like the tomboy stuff, like there's a lot of reasons. There's like those little, I guess, like subcultures. You know, like people seem to be like more accepting of that. Like if you're a little bit different, people seem to be okay and they try to respect your decisions and the way you look and that kind of stuff. They just seem to be more like open, I guess, and accepting.
Yeah, let's not say about our sexuality, or just you can see just being just by fursuiting.
Yeah.
People in Macau, when fursuiting, some of the children will hit my fursuit. That kind of offends me.
Yeah,
but in Taiwan, their parents was like, "Oh, you cannot touch that. The wolf will get hurt, or they will get pain."
The wolf will get hurt.
I was like, "Don't hurt the wolf." And I was happy for fursuiting in Taiwan.
And I think like sometimes they're interested, so like they'll even like ask you to take pictures, I think.
Oh yeah. In Taiwan they will ask for, "Can I take a photo with my daughter?" But in Macau they'll be, "Oh, come look at here and take a photo," without asking permission.
I feel bad because I usually take photos without asking permission. I feel bad, like I'm one of those people.
It's okay, but some of the furries might mind about taking photo without permission.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was like, I'm kind of happy for people can take a photo about me.
Could you tell us a little bit about like what you're studying right now? Because we kind of touched upon this a little bit, but you said like you're here in Taiwan and you're studying at you mentioned you're studying psychology. So tell us about that. Like, why did you get into psychology, and like when do you plan on graduating, that kind of stuff?
I just say I got depression in middle school. Yeah, and that get me into psychology. I decided to help people. With my knowledge, like how to talking with people with depression or some mental sickness. And one time my friend decided to suicide in front of me, and I started using the knowledge that I found online and talking with her. So he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. You give me a lot of advice, and you hear me about what I truly feel that makes me not for giving up suicide." So I started to think, "Oh, I can help people with my knowledge," and start to get into psychology. And in my college, now is my first year of studying Taiwan. But the first year school didn't tell us how to talk with people a lot. They are more like the school are way more like telling you what psychology is and what type of psychology that they'll separate into or some of the famous psychologists in the history. I think they'll start teaching how to talk with people, communicate with people in the second year or second grade.
I just want to make a quick comment though, like about the story you mentioned, like about like, you know, your friend attempting to commit suicide in front of you. I think that's a very important thing to, I guess, highlight. You know, it's a very serious topic because I also I have a friend who tried to commit suicide 3 times. Like very, very, like he really wanted to do it, and I hate to say this, but like he nearly succeeded. Like out of like the second time, he almost succeeded, and thankfully, you know, he's alive to this day, and he is one of my best friends in the whole world. He lives back in Texas. I'm not gonna say his name just for privacy, but like I think you studying psychology is gonna be like I think it's a very noble thing, and I think it's a very good thing. Like I think this kind of job, I guess I should say, this kind of job is very important. You know, you save someone's life, like by talking to your friend. I think you saved their life, right?
You.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's such an amazing story.
Thank you. But that's just emergency cases.
Sure.
In normal, of course, you do need to find a doctor or the professional psychologist or the doctor.
I think that's actually
Bai.
that's actually a really good like segue into my question is like, what do you want to do after you graduate? Do you want to like open up your own clinic? Do you want to work as a therapist? Like what would you like to do?
Oh my god.
Asian parent is an Asian parent question, I guess.
I think I will not open a clinic right now because you still need to have the certificate.
Yeah.
By studying like master or what else after you graduate.
Is that like hard to get in Taiwan? Like does it take a lot of time to get a certificate?
Yes, it takes a lot of time, and I heard it's pretty difficult about getting the certificate. So
okay.
I think I was just starting to be in some jobs that may be related to hotel or restaurants. And maybe when I'm working, after a few years, I decided to get a certificate, and I'll start studying after that. But for right now, I would just like to have a normal life without without a professional certificate. Certificate. Oh my god!
Don't worry. So you're saying like can you still practice psychology without the certificate though? Like is it still possible to find a job or?
It still have the job, I think, but it would be better with that certificate.
Okay.
And even though I don't have the certificate, if anyone needs help, you can find me. I will do my best. Even though I'm not professional.
Yeah, that's great. This is probably like a question that's easy to answer, or at least it sounds like it's an easy question, but you don't really plan on going back to Macau after, you know, you finish studies, right? Do you want to stay in Taiwan?
I would love to stay in Taiwan, but I think it would be a hard way to success for staying in Taiwan because my mom, I think she will cut all the income from her. So if I want to stay in Taiwan, I must working by myself and giving rents or giving the taxes or something else in Taiwan. Yeah. So I hope I can stay in Taiwan, but it would be really hard to achieve it.
Otherwise, like you'll take Bai Ling back to Macau, right? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he will go to staying in Macau. He said, "Oh, Macau don't have any furry con, so maybe I'll just make one."
Yeah, who knows?
Asking him to stay in Macau.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, I think you bring up a good point that staying in Taiwan does mean, having to live on, well, I mean, you are living on your own, but like having to basically take care of yourself. You don't live with your family, right? Like I don't live with my family. I'm not Taiwanese. I don't have any family members in Taiwan. So like if I get sick, I get sick, right? Like if I need to go to the clinic, I have to take myself to the clinic. But like also taxes and all that, like, you have to know like the tax system in the country. You have to know the laws, what you can and can't do. It's a big move. Like for me, like I lived in Taiwan for about 4 years by now. It was a big move from me because I used to live in Texas, just like Burger. We're both from Texas, and like I'm about to graduate. Like these are questions I'm already asking myself. I'm going to graduate sometime this year. I think like in July or August. And at least for me, I'm very committed to Taiwan. I'm very dedicated to Taiwan. So, when people ask me what you want to do, like, yeah, I absolutely, like, I don't hesitate. I said, yep, I want to live and work in Taiwan. But I mean, that's a big decision, right? Like, that's a big decision I have to make. And I mean, like I said, like I'm committed, right? Like I want to commit to Taiwan. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, you must buy your own everything that your parents done it for you before. You must buy your own if you stay in Taiwan.
I'm about to be 30 years old. I'm 28. I mean, I don't mind sharing that. So like I've lived, I already have my bachelor's and all that. So like I think I'm ready to, finally graduate and start working and, making an income, which I'm already taking like translation jobs and all that. But, it's a big decision. Like I said, like when you move to a foreign country and you don't really have family members and all that, like everything is new. Cause like I learned Chinese from scratch. Like I started from zero. So it's like, it's all new to me and it's all different, but yeah. So I think whatever you do, like if you stay in Taiwan or if you go back to Macau, like I think you're going to be successful. Yeah. I feel like there's like a lot of potential here.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I know we only met for like three months, but I love your personality and like I miss getting to drink with you and Bai Ling. Well, I don't really talk to Bai Ling much nowadays. I think we have two different like personalities and two different interests, but I know we all of us like to drink. So maybe at a Furry, 你会去吗? Furry.
Yeah. First I'll go to Furry.
I'll see you. It's like in two months in July. Yeah.
Yeah. July. I think alcohol brings us together.
Yeah. Alcohol brings us together. Absolutely. Like I was thinking about like we really need to have a podcast episode where it's just like we buy the guests alcohol and we're just drinking as we're chatting. We gotta.
Oh, I would love to join it.
That's an interesting kind of episode. Like I really. Yeah, I mean, it's something for the future, but yeah, alcohol brings us together.
Or maybe we can drink it inside the fursuit and we're like sitting together and having a podcast. I don't know.
Possibly, yeah, in the future. I think that's basically all the questions we have for tonight. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the podcast. Like it has been, I haven't met people who do a lot of stuff that you have, and being a fursuiter, being an artist, living in a foreign country, coming from Macau, and also holding a Canadian passport. Like I think you're such an interesting person that we had to have you on the podcast. So thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting and hope for joining you guys in the future. I don't know.
The last thing that we would like to share with the audience is your social media. Can you go ahead and just tell us like how we can follow you?
Yes, please follow me in like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or I think YouTube, but I haven't used YouTube usually. But please follow or subscribe or likes my posts. Yeah, thank you.
Can you just like spell out your Twitter for us at least?
Oh my god.
Just like read it.
I forgot it. Wait. Oh yeah. Please follow my Twitter like MC _ Marcellus and _.
Marcellus is spelled MARCELLUS.
Yes.
And then _. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
I
the
think
audience.
Same as the Instagram. They both are same.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For the Facebook fan page, It's like
Is it also Marcellus? Marcellus the Wolf.
Yeah, Marcellus the Wolf.
Marcellus the Wolf, got it.
You can use the underscore and replace the space.
Got it. Yeah, and we'll be sure to put the links in the video description. Burger will take care of that. Okay, I think that is it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please follow my social media, or
please follow MC's journey through Taiwan.
Yeah, or getting commission if you like my artwork.
Yep, your commissions are open. Yeah, but her commissions are open, so please commission MC if you're interested.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay, that has been another episode of the Fox and Burger podcast. I have been your host, Michael the Matcha Fox, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.